the other day and I saw this real nice looking guy, and I couldn't determine if he was actually buying groceries for himself or if he was an Instacarter.
What's going on? You're tuning in to Thoughts of Dizzy right here on the Epic Lounge Network. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate you. Well, I interrupted this woman. Let's get right into it. We can't waste no time. You know what I'm saying? We gotta figure out if old boy was an Instacarter. Cause sounds like she's not interested in that. Let's keep going though.
And my mind started to spiral like, could you date an Instacarter? And then it made me think of like, what career?
Ladies and gentlemen, as I look into the camera, I just want to let you know that Instacarter is not a word. Yeah, keep going though.
Would you not be able to date? Now, me as a 46-year-old woman
who should not be on the internet telling people who she's willing to date and who she's not willing to date, but I'll keep going.
College educated, entrepreneur, own my own business. These are the people in their careers that I would not date. I'm not dating a drug dealer or a scammer. I got way too much to lose to be caught up in any type of scamming you got going on. You know what I'm saying? You won't take me down. You know what I mean? A stripper, of course.
Yo, let me tell you something. In my 30 some odd years of life, I have not met or do I know any male strippers. That's wild. I think if any of my homeboys became a male stripper, we not homeboys no more until you get out the game, bro. I draw the line there. I put male strippers in the same category as scammers and D-boys and men that hit women. So that one made me laugh. She's literally naming the obvious. I don't know too many women that are college educated and are entrepreneurs and in their 40s that would want to deal with a scammer, a drug dealer, or a stripper. I mean, some are out there. There's some exceptions, but not too many women like that are going to do that, especially sisters. But yeah, that was funny.
Personal trainer. They be getting too much tang thrown at them. I ain't got time for that.
Now, let me stop there. She does have a point. Personal trainers, they fit, they got the body, especially if they got height. They look like they used to, hoop or play football and should have been in somebody's Hall of Fame. I do understand that. However, I think that's a contradiction because women get all kinds of attention. The more attractive a woman is, the more attention she's going to get, whether she's on the internet, whether she's going to the store, whether she's minding her own business. So I don't think it's fair to say that just because a man gets a lot of attention because he's a personal trainer, that's kind of a double standard, because attractive women are going to get the same attention, if not more, than a personal trainer. Now, I'm not saying that she should change her mind. I'm just saying there's a little bit of a double standard / contradiction in what she's saying. But I'll keep going. Let's let her finish.
What else? I don't know if I could date somebody who has a full-time job that I consider to be a part-time job.
That is ignorant. That doesn't make any sense, because just because I just had a lot of rebuttals at one time. That's why I stopped. You don't get to change the rules. A lot of people / a lot of women like to write the rules and relabel something. It doesn't matter. A full-time job is a full-time job. You don't get to call it a part-time job because you don't like the pay. Full-time is full-time. Just wanted to say that. All right, let's keep going.
At the age of 46, and I'm dating people who are in their 40s, you need to have a career. You need to have a career to date me.
So what if the man had a career? Let's see, he was working somewhere for 15 to 20 years and the company shut down, or AI basically took all of their jobs. Just saying. Sometimes people got to start from the bottom all over again.
You need to have been at your job for almost 15, 20 years. You know what I'm saying? You should be pending retirement at this point.
You don't retire until about 67 years old. I don't know how you're pending, but go ahead.
Closer to retirement than just starting a job.
A lot of people lost their jobs during COVID. Yeah, I'll keep going. I'm sorry for interrupting y'all, but I'm just these are the things that are popping in my head as she's talking.
So I need somebody with some behind them. You know what I mean? Ladies, tell me what jobs would you not date?
Well, the interesting thing, ma'am, about what you're saying is that how can I put this? You didn't really name jobs, sweetheart. You named things that people do. So, I think the bigger issue here is the fact that you named a whole lot of the obvious. I don't think there's too many women that would disagree with you, or men for that matter. To be honest, based off of her video, it sounds like politely she was trying to say that she wants somebody that makes probably six figures and is an entrepreneur, because the whole thing that I thought was triggering was somebody that has a full-time job that she considers a part-time job. Well, sweetheart, let me tell you, you being an entrepreneur, a lot of people look at your job as a hobby. I don't respect that. I think it's disrespectful. I hate when people do that. I am in entrepreneurship myself, but people look at entrepreneurship as a hobby if you're not a household name. I'm gonna just keep it a bean with you. Or unless you're driving off in a Benz or you look like you're making money from your business, people don't take your money or your businesses seriously. Don't take entrepreneurship seriously, especially Black people. Black people want social proof. They want to see financial results as far as how you dress and what you drive and where you live. So we're very critical as a culture. Not that I believe that that's right or I agree with it, but even Black people alone, we are very, very critical. But as far as what you said, ma'am, you pretty much stated the obvious. As far as being in your 40s and saying that, yeah, you shouldn't be doing this or doing that, we are living in some of the most terrible times economically in our lifetime. So I think that a lot of women, seeing the fact that ever since this whole mix up with DEI has happened and over 300,000 women, which include Black women, have lost their jobs, their federal jobs, I think we need to be a little bit more open, and we need to be a little bit more respectful and more humble about what people are doing for a living, seeing that there's so many people that lost their jobs with this new administration making changes. Women, here's my advice. You guys need to be realistic, okay? And pick a guy based off his character first. A man that has a good character is always going to find a way. And I think a lot of women miss that because you're looking at his money, you're looking at his height, you're looking at the material possessions, you're looking at his reputation, character. What is the man's character? Because a man's character will define so much that sometimes you can't even fathom. A man with good character will make a way. And even during his tough times, he's going to try his best to make sure you don't feel the tough times he feels. The children don't feel the tough times he feels. Women, please, I'm asking you, and this is my advice as a man, character first, and then everything else. Career is just a career. It's just a job, okay? Character is going to keep that man from cheating on you, beating on you, lying to you, and stealing from you, and deceiving you. Pick character first. Stop looking at the bells and whistles and the things that shine in the dark, okay? Now, as far as the video, it sounded like the video was a little pointless. You said scammers. You said people that you didn't even really say like what you consider a part-time job that could be a full-time job. That would have been really cool to dive into. But ma'am, because you are older than me, my advice to you while you're in your 40s, you need to really pick character first, okay? the things that, the places that a man works, the clothes that he wears, the cars that he drives, the money that he makes, that does not define a man. Character does. The same thing goes for you women. It doesn't matter how many surgeries you get, how many BBLs you got, how many Negroes is in your DMs. Your character is what's going to determine what type of man you get. Just like our character is going to determine what type of woman we get. Anyways, let me know what you think in the comment section. Let me know what you think about what she was saying. Let me know what you think about my synopsis right here on Thoughts of Dizzy on the Epic Lounge Network. Let me know. Share your thoughts. I'm curious to know. You've been tuning into the Epic Lounge. You've been tuning into the Epic Lounge Network, the show Thoughts of Dizzy, with yours truly, Dizzy D Spill. Until next time, peace, love, and be safe out there.